Hey, happy Monday for our Comic Art Live theme show. I am coming to you from Hotlanta, or where the players play down in Atlanta. Have to be down here for work, and so I just wanted to say, hey, welcome to everyone's favorite Q&A show, right? Is that's what I'm seeing in the chats. So, or Slido Shuffle, but I'm going to go ahead and bring all of our guests in. It's been a long, long day. So we were definitely going to keep to time today so we can get the votes in, get the picks in, get the Q&A in. I guess that's the thing now. One thing before I jump in, I will say I've actually modified. I had the option to turn off Q&A, but I think you guys have been kind of pissed about that. So I modified it where the group can answer the questions presented. So you can answer your own questions and you can up and down vote your questions. So have at it. Go enjoy. So with that being said, let's go ahead and just bring in the panelists right up front. And then I'll start the presentation and we can go ahead and get this thing kicked off. So first, everyone's favorite Star Wars fan. How you doing, Jeff?
All right. How's it going, James?
Doing well, sir. Doing well. You got a lot of old stuff behind you, so I guess you're at work.
I don't think there's really hardly any old stuff behind me, but
No.
keep it all under my desk.
Yep. And if you guys didn't know, Jeff's an archaeologist, hence the old stuff. Hey, Jill.
Hello. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. How's your Wonder Woman's treating you?
Lovely, as always.
Awesome.
A few Wonder Womans, a few Poison Ivies. It's all good.
Yeah. Well, this is a perfect topic, though, for your main character. We got inundated with Wonder Womans.
As it should be. Absolutely.
I don't know. And then, of course, we got royalty for our guest. We've got the CEO, Mr. CEO himself, Khosrow.
Hi, guys.
How are you doing?
Great. Thank you.
And then, awesome. And our final panelist is Ryan Sherwood, who didn't show up. Because that's Ryan for you. So I will be covering Ryan's picks, which is hilarious because I actually picked two of Ryan's picks. We were always going to cover two of them anyway because he's a good dude, love him to death. It's been a busy time for him. So we're going to go with these four panelists, and I'm going to highlight King Khosrow.
Maybe Ryan lost his teeth. He's looking for his teeth.
Oh, he did show up.
I did.
Hey.
I had a new employee today, so I rushed home as quick as I could.
No, I appreciate it, man. I know it's tough because you're Mountain Time, so it's right after work.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, I can see if I can hear you better.
Can't hear you.
Okay, I'm here. Give me a few minutes, I'll get set up.
You're fine. All right.
Listen to everything. I'll still contribute.
Yeah, well,
Who's the guy with the mustache?
That's Khosrow. So my job today is to get you and Khosrow yelling four-letter words at each other by the time this whole thing gets over.
No problem.
Yeah, just start out, say F you, Ryan. No.
I already did before he came on, so I'm 1-0 so far.
All right, well, let me go ahead. So this is going to be, listen, it wouldn't be a James Siegel calf show without technical difficulties. So I'm not saying there are going to be any, but I'm doing this just on my laptop because, I'm in a nondescript white hotel room. I'm not going to say it's, in a dive hotel next to an airport or anything, but.
But it is.
Yeah, and by the way, if you've got YouTube on, go ahead and mute it because you don't want any echoes. All right. Let's jump right in here. Add a stage. What are you looking at? Nothing. There we go. There it is. In the beginning, our Sketchbook October theme show. So the theme for October was strong men, strong women. We, of course, played around with the wording a little bit because it kind of came off a little odd. But for those people that are watching, so strong men, strong women. The calf theme show. So we basically have once a month, members of the Comic Art fans submit their themes for the month for the various. I'm sorry, the various topics, and I have 4 panelists, and they pick. And we'll do 4 rounds of voting using everyone's favorite voting app, Slido. So you guys can actually log in and start your question and answer bonanza. Go ahead and enjoy. And then at the end, we'll take the winners of each round. They'll have a grand final round. And then that goes toward the Comic Art Live, Best of Comic Art Live at the end of the year in a special category with only 12 entries. And one of them will win a Thor trophy and amazing recognition. I would say out of all the Comic Art Live trophies for Best of Comic Art Live, this might be the most difficult one because there's so much art to go after. So I'm going to say it's the most prized Best of CAF trophy because it's a annual. Bill, I know you're listening. I think they should get two Thor trophies for this or something a little bit extra.
Oh, could we do cross Thor trophies?
Yeah, or maybe a Thor hammer and the axe thing he's got, or a Stormbreaker. See, I remember. I caught myself. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump right in. You guys ready?
Ready.
Did you guys have a good week?
Oh, mine. First up.
Yeah.
Question.
I mean, kind of a loaded question about the week. It sounds like we've all had a tough day today. So let's talk about some art. Let's have some fun.
Yes.
Let's talk about this hobby we all love so much. Had to pick this one. So many strong people in it. I'm going to do my best Berkey impersonation. This is 45 years old. And it's just great. I just love the spread. I love the cool lettering, how it worked in a little bit of the credits in there. And just, who doesn't like a big old, Superman family?
Yep. So much beefcake in there. Look at all the muscles. Look at all the abs.
I mean, if you're the Superman family, you got to be strong.
I'm telling you.
Do abs actually equal strength anymore?
Core strength, but
Really?
abs are made in the kitchen.
Yes.
Abs are not. Yep, and that is absolutely true. So, all right. Anything else?
I mean, there's no arguments. There's no smack talk for me to respond to. Everyone agrees this one's great.
Well, why was this a terrible pick, Khosrow?
I reserve my terrible comments until the end when we're debating why someone should win. For now, I just see stained teeth and too many characters.
Yeah, I mean, all those people in the background, they're not that strong. Who are the strong people in this one?
There's
That's
too
how
much
this-
reading.
Yeah.
You have to pick one man or one woman.
Yeah, a lot of them are canceling each
You
other
got to
out.
pick one. I picked the dog. I don't know who you pick.
And is that Super Dwarf? It doesn't even look like Super Boy. It looks like a full-size Super Dwarf.
It looks like someone they feel sorry for, and they're like fulfilling like a Make-A-Wish, or they're doing something. It doesn't seem right to me.
And why do those two guys look like they know something that Super Dwarf doesn't know? They're the only ones with masks, too. The only ones with masks are lifting him up. He's being kidnapped, and nobody's doing anything.
Why did you pick the piece for the crime in process, Jill?
I think that's a matter of perspective.
Oh, fair enough. All right. Ryan, you picked Marvel's version of Aquaman.
No, I did not. This guy is so much cooler than Aquaman. 1, he doesn't have that lame hair. 2, he can fly. 3, he can kick everybody's ass where Aquaman has to use like some super fat whale to like dive on people to beat them. And he doesn't need a trident either, which is just an oversized fork. So yeah, like he's way better.
Well, and also, I mean, he's notorious with the ladies. Aquaman.
So terrible. This is terrible.
And like this position, he's giving somebody the ultimate high five.
But
Yeah, is he flying or swimming in this
without
one?
a cape isn't going to be a winner.
Eddie Munster grew up and got a makeover, basically. He had a team of people help him out. And then Ariel Olivetti decided to draw him straight on because he's lazy. He didn't want to draw legs. He didn't want to draw.
I don't know. I feel like he's just diving for a tag. He's in a wrestling match, and it's just like you get to picture who he's wrestling with.
A whale.
Yeah, a whale. Aquaman.
So is he flying or swimming?
I think he's doing both.
He's barely doing anything and possibly just farting.
I think he's
I mean,
actually
there's
like
only like 8 bubbles there. He's not cavitating
Did
anything.
you see that commercial growing up, Jeff, with the kids in the bathtub and the bubbles?
Nobody can pull off a
So
deep
did he.
plunge vest
Yeah.
like he can at all, ever.
A deep plunge vest.
V for victory. That's what his vest says.
That's a confident fish man right there, or whatever he is.
Right? And his design has not changed in years.
Nope. All right, Jeff, you went. I picked this one. I think it was one of your alternate picks, but I thought it was a little bit different.
Basically trying to pick something that wasn't going to be the cliche Star Wars or Wonder Woman, because there were a whole lot of Wonder Woman submissions in the sketchbook this month. So this one I just thought was very nicely done. How often do we get to feature someone walking around with a big chain and a ball on it?
I was going to say, is there a hidden meaning in there? The old ball and chain? Huh?
No.
Things going okay?
No,
your
I'm a
wife's out.
perfectly good little housewife.
Yeah, no, she's an angel. Like, she's one of the sweetest people I've ever met.
Yeah, and she keeps me around and lets me do this. So.
And the perspective, man. I mean, he's a well-defined, absorbing guy.
Yeah, I have absolutely no familiarity with the character at all, frankly. So it was purely just, hey, that's a nice-looking guy with a ball.
It looks like he's absorbed the ego and the bullshit of every man he's ever met his entire life.
Well, what's with the ball and chain?
He's bowling.
The thing is, he looks like a guy who worked out for 30 years, and he's like the first guy that goes out into the war. He's the first guy to die. Like, if he was in a Lord of the Rings movie, he'd be dead in like 10 seconds and off the screen. That's
The
what
Star Trek red shirt security guy.
Red
He
shirt.
looks like he's off to see the wizard with the Superboy midget
He
from
would
the other
never
piece.
wear a red shirt. The red shirt's his kryptonite.
I'll be right back.
Or just shirts in general.
He
Yeah, we lost
also does
Ryan.
not have feet. I don't know. I've got an issue with these characters. All these guys not having feet. It's a little weird.
Or nipples.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Oh, yeah. All right, Kazra.
Wow.
I will tell you this. I know who owns this. I almost bought this when it came up on eBay a number of years ago. I just thought it was hilarious. So
Yeah, I picked it too. It was my number 6 pick. Strong man getting terrified and shredded and has absolutely no idea what to do because of all these strong women, which men tend to call psychotic women, but they're just strong.
Isn't that the it's Black Widow? Isn't that like the Black Widow like assassin cult that's going after him or something?
I honestly have no idea. I just thought it was hilarious and lots of strong people, and the strong guy basically getting dwindled down.
Well, and the thing is, like Hercules, of course, bottles and chairs and stuff. You know, they're not going to hurt him. But what do you do when you're being attacked by a half a dozen crazed females? Or, we just assume that Hercules is the innocent one on this. What if he deserves it?
It's like the Furies from mythology. It reminds me of paintings of the Furies, and they're sort of carried out acts of vengeance. And Hercules just looks kind of resigned to the fact that they're going to do what they're going to do to him.
Now, like I said, I almost picked it up because I thought it was a hilarious piece. So, all right. Well, there you go. That's round 1. We've got the Superman family, Namor, Absorbing Man, and Hercules.
Yeah.
So let's start your Slidos. And panel audience, you guys can vote too.
Really?
Yeah. So
I'm doing it now.
Huh.
Namor isn't even movie accurate. I want to know, is he wearing the booties or not wearing the booties? It's a mystery.
Let's see. Who's wearing booties?
Capeless Count Chocula.
He does look like Count Chocula.
By the way, I did the voting a little bit different. Based on like how we did the different chose the topic for this month. It's ranked choice. So you can actually vote for all of them in the order that you choose, and you'll get a points assigned So that way, not one dominates. Like, so basically, it's ranked choice voting. So you pick all 4 in the order that you think they should be in.
There's only one winner that is clearly filling a door frame in those 4 options.
Yeah, the Olivetti's great.
Let's see. Oh yeah, here comes all the question. While you guys are voting, I will look at the question and answers. James S., do you think I'd look more sexy if I wore a diaper? Well, the problem is, I don't know who asked that question. Usually default, of course. Do you think I'm the strongest panelist?
If you get to be the host, I think it's you're not really a panelist if you're the host.
Yeah. Who thinks I should wear diapers at OAX? Are they asking me that I should ask that?
I think they want to know how much money you'd need and whether it'd be more or less than Anthony.
I would easily do less, but I'm a cheap date, so.
Oh, someone signed in as me and then is asking these questions. I get it now. Oh, I'm the biggest guy on the panel. Come at me, you dweebs. I like these things. All right, what do we got? 17? Can we get 3 more? Krauser, what is James holding over your head to be on this? Oh, well, thanks, Ruben. All right, round 1 vote. Any more? Really?
Wow. I did not expect that.
It's the door frame.
I voted for Namor.
You voted for Namor came in last.
Yeah.
That's because Ryan disappeared.
Right.
Yeah.
He wasn't here to promote it nearly enough.
All right. Hey, Bill, if you can jump on the StreamYard, StreamYard, I'm sorry, and see if you can add Ryan back in because I can do this multi-monitor thing. We'll just go back through. I'll just go in for Ryan then. So Absorbing Man runs round 1. Good way to go, Jeff.
Woohoo.
Let's go round 2. All right, Jill, you are up.
Up again first. Power Man, Strong Man. Like, come on, Herb Trimp. What more can I say? This one's just great. I mean, this one's from 1981, so it's pretty classic image there.
He's strong. He's punching through a wall.
There's even onomatopoeia in it, so it's clearly a cool piece of art. And by the way, thank you for having Kyle on the show because he won like almost all the rounds last time, so we appreciate it that he's not on the show.
Oh, I know.
But holy crap.
And usually the what we see as the winners is more the newer art. So let's give some love to the old school stuff.
Yeah.
With a Marvel team up, Herb Trimple. I just got a Herb Trimpe Marvel team up page with Spider-Man and Quasar.
Well, you didn't submit it for the sketchbook. Maybe someone should have picked it if you did.
No, the only sketchbook one that I submitted was Thor versus Juggernaut. But I thought it'd be a little biased if I put in some stuff as the host. And then Ryan's not back yet, is he? But Ryan picked Chung-Li. So Chung-Li from Street Fighter 2, if anyone is in their 40s, has definitely knows Chung-Li, and I'll admit probably, when she did her spinning bird kick, paused the screen at various times because, we were all young kids. But Chung-Li, if you're going to do strong women, strong men, I mean, look at those quads. I mean, there is nothing that compares on anybody's image to those quads of Chung-Li. So she kicks high. She can kick at any time. And there you go. So,
well, being in my 50s, I had to screenshot and watch Miss Pac-Man. So this does nothing for me.
Do bows do it for you, Jeff?
Not my era.
She looked better after she had the babies, didn't she, Jeff?
She did.
Mm-hmm.
No. All right. Well, that's good to know. You have a Miss Pac-Man fetish.
Takes all kinds.
All right, Jeff.
Nice.
So this one I picked purely for nostalgia because I was present at the con when Ian commissioned this from Rick and had good weekend running around for the con. And about the time this was all going on and Rick finally got this done, one of Ian's 3 daughters, because Ian has a family of strong women, was undergoing some medical procedures. And Rick was not only, I think, above and beyond in doing the Wonder Woman commission, but also saying very nice things and being very supportive during that time for Ian. So this one, not only just a good Wonder Woman pick, also had that story for me behind it. So my choice.
That's awesome. And I'll say a lot of the pieces you see of Wonder Woman, that she's in her various poses or she has a sword, you don't really see a raw power, kind of signifying
Lifting
that
giant boulder.
she is, on the level or almost on the level of Superman. She can hold her own. She can do feats that are absolutely incredible, and you don't typically see that on a commission. Of course, you see it in the comic books, but that's what caught me on this one was, you kind of see the power of the Amazon right there. So
I like her head. I think her head position is the best part of it. I like that she's looking up like that.
Mm-hmm. Just setting the boulder, because you always think about superhero physics, right? And was it an Invincible? Played up on that. Like if a Superman were to grab an airplane falling, he'd kind of just go right through it, right? So,
Joe, we have the curator of all things Wonder Woman here live with us. A comment on this wouldn't be the worst thing.
Wouldn't be the worst thing. Oh, I just try not to talk over other people. I like this piece. I just didn't choose it because I didn't want every single one of my pieces picked to be a Wonder Woman, because I felt like that's a little cliche. What I like about this piece is she has lasso. I'm pretty much always in favor of a lasso over the sword and shield. So I agree with all of the reasons why this is a great piece. I just chose another one because I just know the artist personally, so it helps a little bit. But yeah, this is a great piece.
So in the Wonder Woman collecting world, are lassos prized?
It's just more canon. It was really her first weapon ever was a lasso. So of course they change all of that and they retcon it and they keep on doing different things with it. But traditionally, her primary weapon was a lasso.
Gotcha.
So, the majority of pretty much all my commissions have at least a lasso, if not something else too.
There you go.
Yeah. Gal Gadot fought with a lasso really successfully in both of the movies. So there you go.
She had the crown from the beginning too, no? As a weapon. Yeah.
Yes. She would throw it like a boomerang.
All right. So speaking of Wonder Woman, here she is again.
She is again.
So I thought this is your pick, Khosrow. I thought it was gorgeous. And then, when we were going to the green room, Jill kind of lifted her camera because that is her piece right above her head. There it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Congratulations. Steve is great. And this is a little unusual. The setting, the pose, and, sort of a quiet moment away from it. And I think it's, a different image of strength. You have someone whose strength precedes them in a situation like this. I really enjoyed it. But, Steve's colors and anatomy and all of it, he can nail pieces. And this is a great piece.
Yeah. I thought, just done so well. And then like the gentle giant type aspect, right? The femininity of the character. I just thought it was done really. When did you get this, Jill? 2019.
Yeah.
Is this something you commissioned?
Yes, it is something I commissioned. So Steve has this really famous piece that's Wonder Woman in a Day at the Fair, where she's holding a kitten and there's like a box of kittens and there are kids surrounding her and she's like, it's at an amusement park. And so there's just kind of a huge background to it. But I said, hey, can I just get a commission? This is my favorite piece of yours. Can it kind of be based on that? Do whatever you want to do. And this is what he chose to do. And it was, love it. It's clearly it's one of my favorites because it's framed. So no comments here, Khosrow. Perfect pick. Thank you.
Well, I can't deal with it because I don't have the flexibility to cross my right leg over my left leg to put it on a stump. So since I now feel rejected, I'm just going to have to hold grievance against Steve Rude.
Yeah. I'm going to see what
He'd
Ryan...
never be able to draw me like one of his ladies.
Just take those boots out. Just try those boots back on and see if it helps.
I've never tried it with boots like that. So
Yeah.
that could be part of the whole secret.
Yeah.
You just hate cats, Jeff. You're one of those people.
I'm allergic to cats.
That's what I thought.
It's not that I hate them. We just don't agree with each other.
So I guess Ryan never came back. He was like, "I'm done with guys. I'm done."
Does he live in Colorado?
Calgary, I think, Canada.
That's right.
That's all right. I'll fill in for Ryan for his picks. I pick his last two anyway. All right. Well, we got a couple Wonder Women. We got Chung Lee with those thunder thighs. Power Man from a classic Herb Trimpe book. And while you guys vote, I will go through the Q&A. Reluctantly.
We didn't really talk any crap about it, these pieces. Yeah.
Oh, Jason has the coolest X-Men art framed. I wonder who wrote that question. That's not really a question. All right, mine's sent. I'm the biggest guy in the comment. Kazra, you have a sexy mustache.
Great.
Yes.
I'll drink some milk and turn you on.
Do you guys think I can beat Kazra in a pose off at OAX?
What kind of a pose off?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Muscle flexing, probably. I don't know.
I think just like
I'm
a
thinking
general
like
runway.
1980s vintage Sears catalog posing.
If I finish my MODOK cosplay, I don't think you have a frickin' chance.
Are you starting one?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Can the Oklahoma Sooners lose 3 in a row? And the only reason I say that is because Tyler T asked that, and we're playing West Virginia next week. And Tyler, the answer is yeah, probably. If you can get the OSU refs, then we'll absolutely lose. All right. We got 20 in. What do you guys think? Who do you think is going to win?
Steve.
I mean, what's your gut say? You put it all in. You argue against the different picks.
Wonder
What is your
Woman.
gut? Wonder Woman.
There's 2 of them. So which one?
No, he's doing 50%.
You're gonna hedge your bet.
The one that's haloing Wonder effing Woman right now.
There you go. Oh,
Wow,
so
that was close.
wow,
Wow.
close. By
Man,
what?
we got some Bronze Age collectors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jill's a winner either way.
I like the rank.
Either way, I finished 1-2 here.
I like the rank choice aspect. I think it gives a better view of what people think versus just the regular vote. Granted, there's only 2 more shows, but I think we're going to continue with that one.
The Luke Cage one was a little funny because he's such a strong man that he needed fresh air. Do you notice that?
So he punched through the wall.
He just said, he said, I need some fresh air. And I'm like, oh, okay, tough guy. He needs some fresh air.
He just made his own door.
No, Ryan never came back. All right.
That's so strange.
Round 3. Hey, look who it is.
All right. Well, this is the Wonder Woman I ended up picking because it's weird to pick your own. And then it's also weird to I don't know. So, but Tony Moy is a really great guy. And I picked this because he's a master at watercolor. Yes, for all of those people that are about ready to comment, she does have the sword and shield in this one. Can't be perfect all the time. But yeah, this piece was great. The background's great. The pose is great. It's an alternate costume. That's great. It's Tony Moy. You always know a Tony Moy piece when you see it. And I mean that in a good way.
Yeah. And Tony's one of the hardest working people in the business. He goes to
almost every weekend, seriously.
Infinite number of cons in the world, everywhere. His art is, I got a Samurai Jack piece from him that was absolutely gorgeous. And I think he's going to be at OAX, right, Kazra?
Definitely.
Yeah. So if you guys aren't familiar with Tony's work, I just recommend checking it out. Seeing him at OAX, just talking to him, man. He'll have a lot of pre-painted stuff that's pretty gorgeous. The part, this is my quick little pitch for Tony. He's doing his own web comic, all done in watercolors. And I think it's I don't want to. I think it's Unit 42 or Unit 43. It's basically it was a Japanese World War II platoon that had the most number of Medal of Honors out of any platoon, and their story was never told because some of the racism associated with Japanese at the time. But they went to fight World War II and had a high death toll, but their honor and bravery and everything were second to none. And Tony's telling that story, and I check it out.
It's 42nd. You were right.
42nd. Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, Jill.
Yeah.
But I just love that he's telling that story and telling that story in his medium.
He's
All
going around the French countryside right now, taking reference photos.
Yep.
Tony is?
Yeah.
And I have a piece from Tony Boy, and it's Poison Ivy.
Well, this is my pick because, of course, Ryan was busy and had challenges picking more than two. I'm just going to give him a hard time this whole time. But this, I absolutely freaking love this piece. This was from a buddy of mine who got it in a trade, and it's just strong guy, strong man. This is Juggernaut. This is it's on a single page, but it's presented as a double page splash, and he's coming at you. The detail's fantastic. This is one of the best single image Juggernaut pieces that I can personally recognize. I'm a big fan of the character. Just mostly, I was a big fan of Juggernaut from the X-Men cartoon, and then when we were kids, used to do who would beat who would beat who, and Juggernaut was always like, yeah, what if they went up against Juggernaut? What if they went up against Juggernaut? And I have a page from the comic where we went to go up against Thor, and Thor threw him his hammer and just bounced right off. So I don't know. He's just been always the ultimate hulking character, and this is one of the ultimate hulking images of that character. So easy pick for me, and I hope you guys like it too.
You mentioned the Hulk and you mentioned Strong Guy, and I would have taken either of those characters over the Juggernaut.
We've seen your taste in art, so I don't blame you. I'm just kidding. If it was a Hembeck one, I'm sure you would have picked it.
Yeah, maybe. But I can hear screams from New Jersey right now. What are you talking about?
Yeah, usually I would highlight comments. You guys, if you can answer the comments or anything or the questions, just I'm working on my laptop because I'm in Atlanta, so I don't have multi screens this time.
The talk is about martinis right now, so you're all good because they were
comparing
martinis. They were comparing Wonder Woman's tray to a martini tray.
That's fine. So you guys have fun. You guys have fun.
Yeah, it's all good. No, this is a good Juggernaut. This is a good one. Good pose. Yep. Could use a little bit more action though. That's all I got to say.
Well, it's not the best Juggernaut image ever. It's the best single Juggernaut image ever. I think I own the best Juggernaut image ever. Right, Jason? All right. What do we got, Jeff?
Daniel Warren Johnson, Primal. I've only seen about 2 episodes, but I want to watch all of it, possibly in one sitting.
Yeah.
Just because I enjoyed the little brief exposure I had. And when Tyler got this one, I was very jealous. So when I saw he'd uploaded it to the sketchbook, and I'm an archaeologist, but before that I wanted to be a paleontologist. So dinosaur, bonus point, all in.
Yeah. Well, I'm again big fan of Samurai Jack, and Primal was done by Jendy Tartakovsky, and I watched the episode. Yeah, and it's very good. If you haven't caught the cartoon, it didn't reach the popularity of like Samurai Jack, but one of the unique aspects of it is they don't talk. He makes noises, but they build a friendship, and it's very, very violent. It reminds me a lot of the Age of Reptiles book that Delgado did, where there's no dialogue. It's just done by emotion, by violence, by imagery. And of course, Danny Warren Johnson is known for his imagery and violence. So I thought it was a perfect pairing. Maybe I'd like to see like a half-eaten something on there, or blood everywhere. But I just like Tyler has it, and I'd be curious, like, how did you even think about doing a commission like that, or how did you acquire the piece? But I thought it was done really well. Not as good as the Juggernaut, but done really well.
Man.
Primal? Have you ever watched it? Kazra?
No. I haven't had time. It's been in the queue for a while.
Gotcha.
I just want to say
there's
terrible
a ton of
things.
dinosaur fans in this group. Like I feel like a lot of people are just going to like this piece because of the dinosaur.
There you go.
I just have so many terrible things I want to say, and I just don't feel like I can.
Say one. You can say one.
Well, I mean, there's the shape of the dinosaur that leads into all the other things.
Oh, that's been covered in the chat. Don't you worry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can't see the chat, but I can only imagine now. I can.
Yes.
Yeah, and like having some like animal in its mouth, and then the drip going on to
Oh my God, I see it now.
all the sort of
See it,
let's call it a post-coital drip. Let's call it that. Hey,
Hey, so it's a secondary meaning piece. I get it, Tyler. It's a fertility piece. It's a
Yeah.
fertility piece.
yeah.
All right, Kazra. Some guy named Paul Smith, I guess, drew Colossus, right?
There were a couple, I think, Paul Smith, Colossus. This one though struck me. It made me think a little bit about the strongman theme, because this guy just looks like a dork. Like he is absolutely strong as anybody, but he doesn't walk around saying, I'm the strongest guy. He's not the juggernaut with like a one-word vocabulary. He just looks like some Russian dork who's like the best sambo guy in the world, who just walked out and was like, anyone make coffee, that kind of look. And Paul Smith is just so good at that. It's not a neutrality. It's like a little goofy, slightly naive, happy sort of expression thing.
Well, I like his eyes were closed. I mean, how often do you ever see that? So is it contemplative? Is he looking down? I don't know. It's a little bit of extra thought.
Yeah. No.
Is he looking at Daniel Warren Johnson's piece?
Quite possibly, yes. I mean, Paul Smith is great, but I'm sorry, this is like the skinniest Colossus I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Hey, it's you go through bulks and you go through cuts. Anyone who all strong guys know that. You have a cutting phase and a bulking phase. He's getting ready for competition.
Okay. I mean, I get it. Sometimes you get a slender Colossus, but I don't think in my mind's eye, I don't see a slender Colossus when I think of Colossus.
Yep. Real quick, we're going to do a quick Ryan check.
Guys, this is the editor that kicked PMS off the X-Men book. Right here. That's the editor right there.
All right. Ryan never came back.
Absolutely. He's not for everybody.
Are we supposed to critique each other's pieces? You're supposed to talk a little smack sometimes.
Oh, you got to talk smack. Otherwise,
yeah.
Just scroll through the sketchbook on the CAF site.
I know. We got to find a winner. We got to convince the audience. So, all right.
This is a tough one. This is the toughest one.
Tyler is admitting that the end result was more peaceful than he expected on Primal, and yes, the head is a unique design. So I think he fully acknowledges the shape there.
No one has a better sense of humor than Tyler.
Yeah. Oh, I think it makes the piece even more outstanding. All right, let's do the poll real quick.
I'm gonna go tone.
And then let's see where we're on a question. I see your questions, Ruben. Just know, why do I ramble so much? I don't know, because we got to fill airtime. I've got a math equation. We're not doing that. Can I ever run a sketchbook update without panelists disappearing? God, I would love to. Now, most of the time people stay.
I think this is the first time I've been on where we lost somebody midstream.
This is the first time I've been on. We've lost someone.
Yeah. But the way I always say it, if you complain about the panelists and you never volunteer to be one, you have no right to complain. Kind of like voting. If someone drew me, I'd win this hands down. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate the vote of confidence there. But I don't think that's
right. If someone drew you?
That's, I think, because I wrote that as me in the Q&A apparently.
Yeah.
Ryan was scared off by my manliness. Well, fair enough. All right. 23. We got more people participating. I appreciate that.
Word is getting out. It's a hot show. More people tuning in.
Well, I think the algorithms picked up the Daniel Warren Johnson piece. So we're probably
once they all heard it was sex and dinosaurs,
yeah,
everyone just jumped right in.
God, I hope it wins Best of Comic Art Live for the whole freaking year. Oh no, it didn't. It jugs.
No,
I think Jason went out there and got all of his friends to vote. He's probably calling, just random people. That's why we have 24 now. He's probably calling all of his buddies, his drinking buddies and stuff. Here, just click on Slido and vote for this real quick.
it's Jersey. It's like Vegas. He had 6 $5 burner phones sitting in front of him and voted that many times.
Based on it. Oh yeah, logged in on the PC, logged in on the phone. I get it.
That's right. He picked up an Art Adams piece and a bunch of burner phones at a Waffle House on the Turnpike, and now he's just going to win the next 2 months.
Hey, that just shows dedication. And I don't mind Ryan rewarding dedication. So, all right, final round. Should we do another Ryan check? Oh, by the way, this piece is fantastic. But let's do another Ryan check.
Ryan.
No.
Nope.
He gone.
He had an emergency.
Could someone in the chat check on Calgary?
Yeah. Is it still on the map? So.
Juggernaut didn't
So
win
I
the
also
tournament.
picked a Juggernaut piece.
By the way, Jill,
yeah.
I was very surprised that you picked this and very happy.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't ever see you pick anything Marvel.
That's not true. No, that's way not true.
No, you'll pick Phoenix. I get it. Okay.
Yeah, well, I definitely picked a lot of I've picked Storm stuff. Do you mean just for the sketchbook show, or do you mean in collector conversations when we would?
Sketchbook show.
Oh, okay. Well, I think this is only the second one I've been on, so small. Anyway, I thought this was a great piece. All of the action. It's Daniel Warren Johnson. I mean, come on, like. This piece, I see what I wanted to see in the previous Juggernaut piece, although I know it won the last round. But I mean, come on, like busting through the wall, lots of activity, clearly a fight going on. I don't know if he's trying to fight Spidey or follow Spidey into battle, and I don't care. I just like it anyway.
Well, and the one thing on I did like the primal piece, even when it was pointed out the obvious shape, but. Daniel Warren Johnson's known for perspective. He's known for energy, and he's known. I mean, this is it.
This one's not phallic. Sorry.
I'm sure you can find it.
It's
there somewhere, right?
You can find a way. But,
I wonder. I wonder if like Aranga, he hides one in every piece of art he does.
Maybe. I don't know. We need to ask him.
Oh, go ahead, Jeff. I'm sorry.
I'm just wondering what happened to Juggernaut's bottom lip. It's just all scarred gum tissue. I can't look away from it.
It'll heal back. I mean, he looks like he got punched in the face because his helmet's cracked.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some damage going on there, but.
Well, he's the Juggernaut. He'll just shake that off.
Yeah,
that's nothing.
All right.
Have a shot. Go to bed.
So this was my second pick, another Colossus by Gerardo Zaffino, and Ryan too, and myself.
That's a Colossus with girth. I approve of this Colossus.
No more.
Sorry, Paul Smith.
I picked that one as like my third one, and I got bumped. And I picked the Daniel Warren Johnson one as my first one.
You didn't pick this one.
Yeah, I did.
I didn't see it on your list.
And the DWJ was my number one pick.
No, your DWJ you did pick, but you were the last one. I don't remember
you got it. I'm going to vote for it too.
If you would have picked this one, Kazra, and if I'm mistaken, then I'm mistaken. I would have given it to you.
No, actually, I picked the Paul Smith instead of this one. Yeah.
Oh,
sorry. Yep.
Okay. Because I was like, I would have given you that pick because no one else did it, and I picked my two afterward. But I mean, the Sentinel, the additional color, Zaffino has an interesting roughness to his art, but still ultra detailed. I mean, he's just a fantastic artist. He did a fantastic job on this, and that's why I picked it.
Yeah, I like the expression. It's grim, but there's still pride in having both hands full of sentinel intestines.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
And he's just happy he effed up that sentinel.
yeah.
You would be too, right? I mean,
Or I don't even know if he's happy.
Yeah,
He's
well
just like
done.
it's just another day and just another day at work. Like he is. This is almost some expressionless. Like just send another, I guess, and I'll just take care of it too. So
Jason's making some excuse that Colossus is supposed to be slender, but what does he know about the X-Men?
nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
I know that guy.
hey, look, Jeff, it's Wonder Woman.
Look, it's Wonder Woman.
She's
I
got a
finally
lasso and a sword.
Yes, you're gonna have all the equipment. It's blue. I like blue. Actual blue pencil pages are a little niche thing that I enjoy. So seeing this monochromatic piece just caught my eye real quick among a lot of the other black and white art I was scrolling through. So I thought, hey, why not?
There you go. Well, and if
It's
you
my
like
Elvis Christmas phase.
if you like accessories, I mean, this character has most out of all the other picks. She's got her scabbard, her sword, her lasso, her tiara, her functional boots right there,
Yeah, the over the knee boots. You don't see those too often.
and
Good.
she's still rocking those stars.
Yeah, I mean,
The American way.
this is also my piece. No comment here. Perfect pick. Thank you.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
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 Well, just imagine a Wonder
I
Woman.
got this in Heroes this year.
There you go.
And it is lovely.
Mm.
All right.
Hey, I like to play. I like to contribute. You know, that's the goal.
So, Gazra, Conan.
I've seen a lot of Isherwood art, and this one surprised me. I don't know if that sounds terrible, but it's just, I think it's extraordinary.
Mhm.
And it's it's violent and action filled, and we don't have the strong man like looking at the camera saying, word balloon, I'm strong. You have, you just have him fighting this horrible looking thing, and trying to win any way he can. I thought it was a pretty, I don't know, I thought it was pretty exceptional.
Yeah, I mean it. And when I saw it, I was like, man, maybe I should have jumped on Jeff's commission list for OAX. If he's going to rock some stuff out like that, I agree. And then from a strongman breaking the sword off on the thing's head.
Yeah.
Is it a dragon? My only question is like I'm not 100% sure what the animal is, and that's okay. It just was like,
It looks like a nuclear
I believe
rat.
it's a dragon.
Killer rat.
It's a test tube weird thing. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I
when
do
it
like
doesn't.
the detail on those scaly claws.
Yeah. If it bleeds, Conan can kill it. Who cares what it is?
yeah,
So
it's a Kirby gun. CJ Design says, okay.
there you go. All right. So this is the final round, and then I got to go build the other round. So we've got another DWJ piece, Juggernaut again, always a fan favorite, with Spider-Man, who's even a bigger fan favorite. Oh, that's the wrong picture on there. Oh, Kazra, I grabbed the wrong one.
Oh, don't worry about that. I'll live.
All right.
But
It
poor
says
Jeff
Conan in the
Isherwood.
poll though, so
Yeah. So that Wolverine fighting Hulk, that's going to be Conan fighting a dragon when you see it on your phone. So let's go. Everyone vote. There's the photo. Polls. So who's won so far on the rounds? I did. Oh, dude. So I got to set that up for Juggernaut.
there's
Steve Rude.
Yep, the Steve Rude.
Absorbing man.
Absorbing man. So all right, Jeff. We need. Hopefully, man. I need to switch my vote then. No, I'm going to leave it as it is. We've got. Let's go to Q&A. What do we got here, guys? We've got Jeff is number 1. You got a fan. And it comes from Crotch Goblin.
Interesting.
Yeah, Crotch Goblin's your number 1 fan.
So it may be that I really am number 1, as opposed to if it was coming from Jason, in which case I would be number 1.
Do you think I should oil my body and go shirtless at OAX? They were asking, actually, Jeff, they were asking you that question.
Only if I could wear the coconut bra that I wore in high school during South Pacific.
Nice.
All right. Well, one more participant ranking. We're going to call it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What do you guys think? Who do you think won? What's your gut say?
Conan.
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut? All right. Colossal.
Wow. Look at Zafino.
Wow.
Right.
It's a stellar piece. All right.
Yep.
Well, that means I got to pick a favorite, and I'm willing to lose my friendship over Jason or something, but it's traditional, or I mean mixed media, of course, but it wasn't digitally put on there. Maybe airbrushed a little bit in the back, but so this was a fantastic pickup by Jason. He owns it too, a buddy of mine.
Well, it's in that Motley Crue song, right?
What's that?
It's in that Motley Crue song, right? That Miko swaying, he's a stan. I believe that's how that goes.
You got me, man. I got completely lost on that.
Jason's also clarifying that this is also published, James. So.
Oh, well, it's not classic. Garney did it better, but that's really good. Plus, it's got a shipping crease in it. I get it. That's going to bug him. It doesn't. And I actually picked a DC character. I went against stereotype. I thought this Black Adam by Eddie Barrows, with him coming right at you, with that look, it was just done really, really well. So,
and there's no distracting fart bubbles like there was on the Namor piece.
No, it's just looks just like an army below him or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pyramid and a couple palm trees in the background.
Yeah. Those are my honorable mentions from a host perspective. All right. Well, let me go build the final round, and I'm going to have to do it on my laptop, so it's going to be an interesting scenario. But while I do, for my 3 panelists, and I'll check on Ryan again, really quick, just kind of discuss who you've seen out there, especially from newly discovered artists, people you've done commissions with, you haven't done commissions with before. Maybe some of the people going to OAX, right? That you're excited to see, that you haven't seen artwork or engaged with before. And, so I'll start with you, Jill. Who is kind of your most newly discovered artist?
So I like to do a lot of looking for artists and stuff on Instagram. Like, I'm not one of those people that gets really annoyed when I get suggested artists. So when you said we were going to talk about this, the couple that I would say is a guy named Landis Blair, who's actually a friend of Danny Warren Johnson. Like, he just does this really cool black and white kind of noir sort of thing. I actually had him do a pet portrait, had him do a picture of my cat, because he does pet portraits pretty regularly. And he's got a lot of original art for sale right now on his site. He's really big into cemeteries and things, which I know sounds really morbid, but the way that he does it is just this really cool old school style. It's like the opener to that old PBS show called Mystery. If anyone, I'm aging myself, but that it was like that opening, and that's what his art looks like. And I just think it's really super cool. And then the other guy that I would say that I think is really cool recently is a guy named Timothy Von Ruden. He goes by Von Art, VONNART on Instagram. Also black and white, primarily does pencil and graphite work. He just did a huge Inktober event where he did an entire haunted house with this ghost, and it's a story of this ghost traveling through this house, and it's whimsical, it's cool, it's very he's someone that you would expect to draw fairies and things like that. And I know this is way outside of the superhero realm that we talk about, but occasionally I like to look for other artists that are different kinds of genres that are just really great artists. So that's the couple that I was thinking of when you said, hey, we're going to talk about this in intermission. I will pass it on to Khosrow because he can do an OAX pitch. And
that's the last thing I want to talk about. Yeah. Thank you, though. I'm a little late to the game, but Matt Lesniewski, I hadn't seen his work before Heroes. And I mean, I picked this up from him at Heroes. And you guys know his work. He's at Inky Knuckles. He's nuts. Just does any kind of anatomy and stretching and pulling and twisting, and he does it so well. It's exactly how he sees the world, and he's really good at it. And then I got what's the furthest place from here? Tyler Boss with Rosenberg. Very nice. And this Slaughterhouse 5 one I just picked up too, adaptation with this guy Albert. Is it Albert Montes? But the work, I'm sorry if you can't see it or you don't know it. It's got a little bande dessinée kind of feel to it. Really muted colors. Those are some of them. And Nir Levy, I've known of his work for a little while, but just online, and I finally got BioRipple, and that guy's a genius.
So the Slaughterhouse 5, I just kind of heard in the background. That's a graphic novel reimaging of it.
Yeah, from Archaea. Yeah.
Very cool.
We got Jeff.
Well, last week I had dinner with some guy named Aranga, but I hear he's already flamed out in like yesterday's news. So I always look to Mikhail's gallery for new artists because he's sort of a trendsetter on commissions. And he did a whole sketchbook recently that was Star Wars themed by an artist whose last name is Trakhanov, that I'm probably mispronouncing, but I picture to be with the Russian mafia. So that one struck me recent and my calf scrolling as an artist I'm going to have to check out. They were real sort of abstract portraits of a whole series of characters. So, but I hear at OAX there's going to be this young kid named Bob Layton, who I haven't met before. And I just happened to have picked up a vintage late 70s, early 80s Layton Star Wars page. So,
oh, wow.
Yep. I'm going to have to do the.
Is it signed, or do you need him to sign it?
It is already signed, but I think there will need to be a photo op with me and Bob and the page. So, yeah.
When you hand them the art, Jeff, say something to him, because Bob's the kind of guy who'll like grab a piece and he'll just go, "Oh, I remember this." You know, you're just sitting there and having a little bit of a poop in your pants. So, only be careful about it.
It happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good tip for us all if you got anything to have him sign or want a commission.
That's right. If you're going to hand it to an artist, already have it in the sleeve.
Yeah,
let's see. And looking through the chat, we've got Mannix. Oh, I was going to say that one too. We got Aranga, Erica de Urso. Interesting. Let's see if you guys heard of any of the ones. Edward Gorey.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's the one that Landon is like. He did the intro for PBS Masterpiece.
Oh, okay.
He's dead.
Oh.
So not any more new art. Sorry, no more new art.
He's a very important illustrator of the last 100 years, even 50 years for sure.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So long span.
Anderson Carmen and Keith Browning. Jonas Scharf. Some of the
and Marcus with the Thorogood joke for Zoe.
What I as far as like the new artists that I kind of say, I look to a lot of the foreign ones from like Next Comic Art, or I've seen some from Inky Knuckles, and I just I don't they're not the 90s X-Men and 90s Marvel stuff, so I don't often pick up pieces, but just to know who's out there and who's doing some crazy stuff, a lot of the feed ups, like those groups that pull in a lot of the foreign artist side. because they're just doing amazing work, and you never know which one's going to be the next hit. So that's where I check out a lot of the new stuff.
Yeah.
Mystery sketches, right?
And we all have we have like little blind spots. Like I was thinking about that today with some of Mark Hayes' artists. He has some incredible talent, and a lot of talent from, I believe, South America, and I'm just not that familiar with it. And then, like the last mystery sketch, they showed up, and I was just like, my goodness.
Hermaine Peralta is a beast. That's one of the ones you're thinking of. That's one of Mark's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm only like 4 or 5 deep, and he has like 8, 9, and I haven't had the time to absorb it and remember it. Yeah.
And the Femera twin brothers, Max and Sebastian, they're great too. I mean, they've done some big 2 work, but they're just not as prevalent as maybe some of the other artists. So.
And yeah, I look at Mikhail and Tyler.
He's here. He's local for me, so I'm lucky.
Okay, I guess I'll go ahead.
I'm sorry. Who's local? I didn't hear.
Mark Hay.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're Texas. Okay.
Yeah. So I get to stop by his store and talk to him about his artists and stuff. So I'm just lucky.
There was one super chat. And I'm actually not on the other screen, so I can actually see the chats that are come up. But ask the questions for you guys, and it's an obvious answer for me, but do you prefer printed pieces over unprinted, or do you like published over commissions? So personally, I mean, I 100% almost always go for, I always go for published over unpublished. But I do have, just a couple commissions here and there from, artists I want to do something neat with, but my collection's almost all published. I think all of you guys are a more even mix, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm about even, published and unpublished. Maybe a few more commissions. A lot of the times for me, it's just, do I like the artist or not? Do I want to see a piece for them? And were they at one point in time a Wonder Woman creator? So I've got published and unpublished. You just happen to see commissions behind me.
Yeah, over the last 2-3 years, my published interior pages have shot up in relation to commissions. So
yeah, but
depending on the artist and
with the Hembeck's.
Well, Hembeck is a whole separate category.
He doesn't count those.
No, that's its own unique thing.
Kazra, so I saw the MODOK commission, and everyone thought it was yours. Everyone thought it was yours.
The Mandoc.
It's not? We will find out who got it, and we will get it for you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I saw it. I'm not kidding. I woke up real early that morning, and it's like maybe the first thing I saw. I opened up Facebook and Messenger and replied to someone, and went to my feed, and it was the first thing I saw. And I had mixed feelings.
Go ahead.
I just had mixed feelings. That's all. It's a beautiful.
I was going to say, did it make your day better? Make your day
ultimately way better. Mannix is. We need 100 Mannixes. Mannix is joy for me. So it was great.
And if you haven't gotten his books, the 2 that they've now made available through Amazon, 12 and 14, highly recommended.
So I think you need a Miss MODOK and a MODOK in some type of romantic scene. Do you have something like that?
I have a few, yeah. Sure.
Oh, well, of course. Okay. All right. So we are on the final round. And of course, Ryan never showed up again. We'll give him a lot of shit for that one. And I think, Jill, you are more than welcome to jump in anytime you want, though I think there's one that you might jump in more than the others. But it looks like a pretty even mix today. So, Jeff, why is your no-nipple ball guy should win this stage?
This is a fluke. We can just move along.
No, man. Come on. You're a team player. This is... it's ranked choice. The underdogs have won so many times on this.
Right. And
so
you never know, you got to give ex-cons a second chance. He's still in his prison pants. He's lost his shirt. That might be the best screen door that I've seen on the show since you started this almost a year ago. So yeah,
does he beat himself with that ball and chain in order to gain strength? Is that what that's for? Does he just go pram, 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 pram?
Do you know what it's really for, though? He absorbs it so he can be steel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is Khosrow. He knows it all.
I'm reading the Q&A.
I will.
He's distracted.
That's always a mistake.
I will read more questions. I promise when we get to the voting.
Oh my God!
And I did say prison. Sadly, I'm not reading the comments.
But you guys, you understand the Q&A is set up where you can the audience can reply themselves. You don't just have to answer a question. You can go in and you can reply yourself if you really wanted to.
Oh yeah.
And you can up and down vote too. All right. Kaz or Jill, you can tag team this one.
You go, Jill.
I mean, come on, it's Steve Rude. Everyone's a fan of Steve Rude. He's a master of color. He's, I mean, I just thought that this pose was great. The cat is cute. I mean, come on, it's a cat. Like,
yeah.
Everyone loves cats, right?
There's got to be cat lovers out there.
Gotta be for sure. Plus, it's above my head. I mean, come on. How often does that happen in this show?
It's the only one that has appeared live.
I own this thing. That's what I have to say. I might drop it.
And it's not going to fall off the wall during the show.
Dan. What do you, Khosrow? Closing comments?
That tree's growing sprouts just from her sitting on it.
I don't know that that's a ring endorsement or not.
I'm just gonna let that one linger. All right. Next. This in the Colossus, of course. They're 1 and 2. I haven't decided which one of the best pieces of the show. That's pretty obvious. It's strong men, strong women, but you can't get stronger than this. You can't get bigger than this. You can't get more detail than this. And published Uncanny X-Men. Everyone knows. No, I'm not going to.
I think Galactus is bigger and stronger than Juggernaut.
Galactus? I don't know.
And why was there not more Hulk in this show? That's what I want to know.
What's that?
Why wasn't there more Hulk in this show? Like there weren't a ton of Hulk options to choose from in the sketchbook.
I didn't notice that. I don't know. People either have an obvious green bias, I guess.
Yeah, or the thing.
Yeah, Hulk. Yeah, I mean, I had issues with trying to pick something Star Wars to put in there. Mm-hmm. Chewbacca's big and strong, and he's male, but not a man. Darth Vader's now more machine than he is man. So I just gave up.
There you go. I saw a lot of nice thing pieces. Take that and run with it, but that were posted. So I almost picked a nice thing to present. So there you go. And then for this one, I mean, it's just, I think artistically, this one's better than the Juggernaut. I'm just going to say it. I'll get some hate from
much more interesting background than whatever dilapidated room Juggernaut was running through.
Yeah, I mean the additional color, the roughness. I mean, I think it's an absolutely gorgeous piece. My preference, if I'm gonna have to pick a two and side with one, it is the Juggernaut. I love the character more. I like the publish and of course Uncanny X-Men and Ron Garney. But I just thought this was a beautiful piece, beautifully done, and Zaffino is just a master of his craft. So, all right, let's do final round, and I will look at this Q&A, unfortunately, and see what we got.
There's no need. No need.
What do we got? Now let me do this one real quick and vote.
We've gotten to the prison section of the Q&A.
Perfect. Mm-hmm. And you'd be surprised where I'm putting the Wonder Woman because I think it's an absolutely gorgeous piece.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's the only one in color here too, and it's the only female here too.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I'm in the math problem. Oh. Would I be most popular in prison? Welcome with open arms at Megacox. Oh, always, man. We love everyone. I once went to prison and learned a few things about strongmen. Hit me up after the show for a private chat. And then you have to subscribe to my OnlyFans on that. Check out my tramp stamp. Oh, OnlyFans. There you go. People have seen it. I've got some subscribers that are watching. My man stench. Okay, fair enough. Cosner, will you be ordering pizza at OAX?
Yeah, like 400 of them.
Were you ordering
Well, maybe 300.
300 pizzas?
Is that the food at the private reception on Saturday night?
No, Saturday night auction is a pizza party.
Oh no! Is it Friday night that's the reception?
Yeah, 6 to 9, but
You're gonna
Saturday
get
night 5:30 to 8.
How do you order 300 pizzas from anybody?
I had to talk to the staff at the hotel and then go talk to the restaurant and then look at their onions and calculate their throughput and have a start time. And we figured it out. It's going to roll out.
That's your CEO, guys.
All I know is that Cosmo saved many people at Heroes this year.
I know.
Yeah.
I was hungry too.
Let's we're closing it out, guys. Let's get a couple more votes.
James wants a carb-free option.
All right. Should we call it 19? We no more? Should we get to 20? All right, let's see. Steve Rude, Wonder Woman.
Congrats, Joe.
Colossus.
Very nice.
This was clearly a splitting of the vote between Juggernaut, Colossus.
Yeah.
I don't know about Absorbing Man, but I
That's
think
what good women do, man. That's what good women.
Hey, we know our audience. So Steve Rude, Wonder Woman. Sorry, Jason.
Jason.
I mean, again, I think we split the vote between Drugs and Colossus, but there we go.
But if you refresh it, Wonder Woman might lose. So you know how these guys are.
Yeah.
They just want to watch it burn.
Alberto,
Yeah.
what's with all the hate, man? What's with all the hate? All night.
Yuck. Come on, rigged. So I'll say this. First of all, thank you guys for jumping on here. I know this show is a little bit different. I've been up since 4:30 this morning. So it was, appreciate you guys bringing a lot of the energy that we typically will have on the show, something like this. I'll make you a deal. I'll have 2 or 3 beers or a couple shots next time, and we'll just see what happens. So tune in for that. QA will be open next time. I think it's interesting and it's fun, and I'm going to have a lot of private chats at OAX for all of our QA people.
I thought Ryan was going to be talking crap, like
I know.
running over the whole show. Jill and Jeff are like 2 of the sweetest people you can meet, and I was just going to go with Ryan, and Canada didn't show up.
I smack talk some of your pieces. Come on now.
Yeah.
So, a couple things. November theme is it should be a great one. It's Space Cosmic. So if Fish Benz doesn't run away with this, then he's just not playing. But Space Cosmic.
Yeah, he's got a Silver Surfer, right?
Huh?
Doesn't he have all the Silver Surfer?
Silver Surfer, a ton of it. Galactus. He's got a fantastic Space Cosmic collection.
I think we'll announce for Space Cosmic, right?
Yeah. If you want to be a panelist on the show next time, I promise you I will be slightly tipsy on that one. That's just going to bring up the energy because it was such a long day today. So we're gonna have fun. It's gonna be a drinking show next time. So if you register to be a panelist, just kind of make sure you stay for some reason. I don't get it, but it's fine. I'll joke with Ryan afterward. But thank you guys on a Monday. We kind of keep it quick, short, and sweet, so you can get back to your school night, tuck your kids to bed. And I appreciate it as always. And please post those cosmic space entries on the CAF theme show. Yeah, we've got 2 more. You only got 2 more chances. I'm already going to tell you the December theme. You guys can veto me, but I think your December theme, we're going to open it up to just post your favorite piece. So
I think that's a good thing.
Post your favorite piece to end the year. Don't post your entire damn gallery. But for just, kind Cosmic for November, Space November, December. Kind of keep it like 1, maybe 2, but just post your favorite piece.
You're going to break the Sketchbook post record with that. Yeah.
That's fine. To close it out, man. Close it out. And then special honorable mention, as always, to Roland Shepard, who participates more than anyone else. And I do thank every one of his entries. So have a great night.
Should we maybe limit it to your favorite piece that you acquired this year?
Fantastic.
Yeah,
2023
as opposed
favorite
to
piece.
anything out of your gallery of thousands of pieces. Your top 1 or 2 picks of your acquisition for 2023.
Ronald? Yeah, Ronald.
Yes, Ronald. Yep.
Yeah, so December, I guess, will be your 2023. Yeah, that's a great way to end the year, Jeff. Thank you, Mr. Archaeologist. All right. Thank you, Kazra. Thank you, Jill. Thank you, Jeff. And thank you, Ryan. All right. Take care, guys.
See you, Jeff. See you, Joe. Bye, James.